Hey guys, it's Chris Racine here, back from CNH Small Engine. I'm at my cabin here for the weekend, and I'm going to be making a demo video for you guys because I got my I took my finished Mosin in my 1970s M39 out through the cabin. I haven't shot this thing in probably about a year, and I'm just going to double check and see how it cycles and functions because when I originally got this thing a few years back. The bolt was quite hard to cycle whenever you uncaulk it and stuff like that after you get done cycling around and put it through a chamber and stuff like that. And I sent it to a guy on Facebook. He was called the Mosin Bolt, and I basically sent it to him, and I paid probably about twice the price so he can polish up the bolt on her for it because most people don't realize that your finished M39, most of the bolts on her are not one complete brand new bolt. They're basically bolts that are taken from like a hodgepodge of the parts that the Finns actually captured and had on hand, and it wasn't like the Russian equivalent, like your M9130 or the M44, M38, stuff like that. Those ones had basically brand new bolts as one whole unit, and that's why if you see them online and you actually have some ones that are still in great shape, they basically cycle like butter almost for that. I got my my 1946 M44. Even though the board's basically piss poor in there, the bolt cycles perfectly. And the bolt cycles perfectly because all the parts were basically matched to factory. They were all brand new parts and stuff like that. And the only option I had was I sent the thing out to a guy on eBay and he put a sniper bolt on it for that. But overall, other than that, the bolt cycles perfectly fine. And it's not the case with your M39s. Most of the time, you get an M39, the bolt is going to have a bunch of different parts. They're not identical. Some might have the easy mark. Other ones might have the Tula marking on there, or they might have some possibly some kind of Chinese parts that are thrown in from whenever the guns were imported into the country, and they might have problems with them for whatever reason. They might have swapped out some parts on there for that. So I'm gonna give you a demo of the one I got right now. The bolt actually cycles a lot better, so I'm gonna show you that too. Even though it's still, I'd say on average, I'd say it actually improved from where it was previously to now. It improved probably about 50 to 60% from what it was before. The guy on the Facebook page I said before, the Mosin Bolt guy, he basically polished up all the surfaces and cam areas on the bolt, the cotton piece, the main bolt head piece, and your stuff like that. Or basically the whole bolt was basically polished as much as you possibly could do to smooth up all the surfaces. And by doing that, it cycles a lot better for that. I'm going to be shooting some Wolf WPA military classic ammunition in it right now up here. What I got, basically, this is like the commercial match grade ammunition they have for this thing out there. It's called Wolf WPA military classic extra max. They call it extra max. It comes in these camo boxes that you see right here. Most of the stuff that was imported, it's a 2011 production. 200 grain full metal jacket boat tail match. It's basically a match extra bullet. Basically what these things look like is a elongated watermelon, to say the least, out there for them. That's what they look like to me. And they don't have nearly as much kick as I thought they would have for that, because if you're typically shooting your like the spam can ammunition, like your silver tip or non-silver tip, 147, 149 grain column block stuff, this stuff for some weird reason actually kicks less than that stuff for that. I don't know if they have a higher pressure for the other ammunition, but this stuff actually feels better on my shoulder than your typical machine gun spam cam ammunition out there for that. So I'm gonna shoot a couple rounds of this stuff here, but this stuff's kind of expensive and I don't have a lot that I keep around anyway. So I'm just gonna give you a test demo up here while I'm up the cabin anyway. So let's get going here. I'm gonna go shoot a couple of those things up here anyway, because that's all I really shoot, because I don't shoot any corrosive ammunition through this one up here, because simply I don't want to keep on taking it apart, cleaning it out every time I have to basically dump hot salt or hot boiling water down inside on her for that. Bolts open. Okay. Right at, I'm going to be standing first, and I'm going to be sitting later after that here. So remember your footing. your sights all the way to the back. These sights on these things, because they're calibrated for 100 meters, they will be shooting high majority of the time out before that. So only real way to fix that problem is getting a higher front sight on here, or possibly putting a little bit of JB Weld dab on here, and that'll raise your point of impact. It'll actually bring it down to more an acceptable level at your specific range. There you go. Cycle's a hell of a lot better than before. No problem. And also the other thing would be to basically put full synthetic oil all over the parts on here. Basically, I got Mobil 1, like 5W30, 10W30 extended performance. Basically lube the piss out of all the contact pieces, especially the rear caulking piece back here that has the cam area where I say on the back here. It's where it contacts and rotates and opens and closes your mechanism for that. So let me check the cases on here, see what the cases look like. Just always do that. Let me see here. There's another case that I had. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cases look good, no problem with that. Let me check the back on here. Look pretty good there. Look pretty good on there too. Let me go ahead and shoot a couple more rounds and see how that's going to act. So we got here. I'm going to shoot one more because I don't got a lot of this ammunition up here, so I want to be careful with it. That looks good. Contact good on there. No headspace issues, nothing on there for that. Looks good to me. Looks good, shooting okay, guys. So I give that ammunition 2 thumbs up. I give the Mosin bolt guy on Facebook 2 thumbs up. The bolt does cycle a lot better. I'll give him credit for that. As I said before, you can go to his page on it. It's called the Mosin Bolt. He's on Facebook. Basically what you do is you send him your bolt, you send the whole bolt assembly to him, and basically what he does is he polishes up virtually all the parts on the bolt, so it'll cycle smoother and it'll actually improve your overall finish on it, so your bolt almost looks like the polished chrome on the whole thing for that. So I give it 2 thumbs up for that thing, and the gun seemed to be shooting okay with it on there, and it was basically just a demo, make sure the gun shoots okay with the corrected bolt for that. So if anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot, just leave me a message on my page here, or if you need any help I can help you out with, I'll put the link into the guy's page at the bottom of my video description here, so you can contact him if you want to send out your bolt to that guy and possibly have it had the same service done as I had. Basically, I think the price was about $25–30. But since I wanted the bolt to be almost polished as best as he possibly could, I paid another $25 on top of that, I think. And it basically helped the cycling a lot better. So if you've got an M39 that has a bunch of mismatched parts on your bolt, this is a definite upgrade for your gun. It'll help it cycle better, and I give it 2 thumbs up. So I'll see you guys.